Welcome back, everybody. Today, October 5th, is our friend Carol's birthday. Carol is a super sweet lady and a great friend. Let me show you how I manipulated the text here to make this colorful and unique birthday card in Affinity Photo 2. I started by grabbing my artistic text tool, dragging the cursor to about the right size, and then typing the word happy in all capital letters. Any chunky font will do here, but I used Impact. Next, I clicked Command or Control J to duplicate the text layer. I'll highlight that and type birthday over it. I'll do this again, but this time write Carol. Okay, so far so good. Now, I'll resize the word happy a bit by dragging the corner tools and I'll move it up. Then, I'll go to Layer in the menu and scroll down to Convert to Curves. This literally turns my text layer into a curve, and you'll see that the cursor turns into the node tool. I can now click on the Y and manipulate it like any other curve. In this case, I'll drag a box over the bottom two nodes to select them. Then, with the Shift key held, I can pull them downward to extend the letter. Next, I'll click on the left side twice to add two more nodes. Then, I'll select the bottom node I just added as well as the lower corner node below it. With the Shift key held, I can drag both nodes to the left to create a cool underline effect. Now, I'll play around with the end nodes to make sure everything lines up and is straight. Next, I'll move the word birthday up and manipulate it a little bit using the corner nodes. I want it to be just as wide, the word happy. If you have the little magnet-shaped snapping tool on, you can see the little green line pop up when it's the right size. Now, I'll drag the center nodes a bit to make it taller. Then, I'll go back to the menu, select Layer, and then Convert to Curves. I'll do the same thing to the Y as I did before. I'll click on it, select the bottom two nodes, and pull them down. Then, I'll add two more nodes by clicking the side of the curve. I'll select the lower one and the bottom corner node, and I'll hold Shift to pull them together to the left. Okay, now I'll click the Move tool to select the birthday girl's name. I'll move it up a bit and resize it so that it lines up with the left and right. I want the three layers to be evenly spaced apart, so I'll select all three layers and then click Alignment tool in the top toolbar. It looks like two blue lines. Then, I'll click on the Space Vertically button, which is in the middle on the right side of the panel. Next, I'll right-click on the three selected layers and click Group to group them together. Okay, now I'll work on the background. I'll go up to Layer in the menu and select New Fill Layer. Then, I'll use the color wheel to turn it from white to a bright shade of pink. Then, I'll drag the fill layer below the curve group. Alright, next up, I'll go to the Fill drop down in the top toolbar and select Linear. This will bring up my gradient tool. I'll drag the cursor from top to bottom. To change the colors, I'll go up to the color button and select the right node. I'll click on the little color box and use the color wheel to change it to a brighter pink. Then I'll click on the left node and do the same thing to change it to a nice yellow. Okay, now for some color to the text, I'll go File and then Place to select an image that I have just for this occasion. I'll select it and then drag it over the canvas. Next, I'll right-click on the Happy Birthday Carol layer and select Rasterize to turn this into a single pixel layer. I can now drag the colorful image layer onto the pixel layer to embed the image. Finally, I'm going to add a little 3D and shadow effects to make the words stand out. So, I'll go to the FX button at the bottom of the Layers panel to bring up the effects. I'll select 3D, check the box, and move the slider a little to the right. Then, I'll click on Outer Shadow, click the box, move the radius slider a bit to the right. Then, I'll use the offset slider to adjust the shadow to where I want it. Well, that's it for today. You can wish Carol a happy birthday by typing it in the comments. I'm sure she'll appreciate it. If you liked today's content and want to help support the channel, please click on those like and subscribe buttons. It really helps. Have a great day, everyone.